Hey everyone, today we are diving into something that, let's be honest, probably hits close to home for a lot of us: people pleasing. But what if the real cure for it has been sitting in the Bible this whole time? Let's get into it. So let's just jump right in with a pretty big question. What if everything you've ever been taught, everything you believe about what it means to love other people, is only half the truth? And let's make this really personal for a second. Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach when you have to say no? That little voice whispering that you're failing, that you're not being a good Christian. If that sounds at all familiar, then you are absolutely in the right place. Okay, so let's pull back the curtain on this. We're going to talk about the people pleaser's truth and how you can actually move from that feeling of exhaustion and resentment to a powerful revelation. You see, here's the trap we all fall into, right? We're told to be kind, be generous, and of course we should be. But when we don't have a clue where to draw the line, that call to generosity can turn into total burnout. We end up feeling drained, maybe even a little bitter, and we don't understand why. But I want you to hear this. Let it really, really sink in. Ready? Setting healthy boundaries is not unloving. It is a deeply, profoundly biblical idea. So often, we think of boundaries as these big, scary walls we build to shut people out, like we're being selfish. But that's not the picture at all. A much better way to think of them is like doors. Doors of wisdom. Doors you can choose to open, but also choose to close to protect the very things God has given you. Okay, so if they're doors, how do we build them? Where do we even start? Well, it all begins with our number one first responsibility: guarding our own hearts. You know, Proverbs is so incredibly clear on this. It says, above all else, guard your heart. It doesn't say give it away to anyone who asks. It says guard it. And why? Because literally everything you do, your whole life, flows right from it. Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine your heart, your time, and your energy are like the property lines around your house. You can be a fantastic, loving neighbor. You can wave, bring them cookies, help out, without letting them just walk into your house and rearrange all your furniture whenever they want. See the difference? Now, this idea of property lines brings us to a super important distinction the Bible makes. It's something that helps us figure out what's ours to carry and what isn't. It's the difference between burdens and loads. So in Galatians chapter 6, we're told to carry each other's burdens. These are the huge things, right? The overwhelming crises in life where we absolutely need to rally together. But then, just a few verses later, it says each of us must carry our own load. And that load means our daily personal responsibilities. And this is where people-pleasing gets us into so much trouble. It's when we start trying to carry someone else's daily load. Not only does it completely wear us out, but, and this is so key, it can actually get in the way of their growth. It can stop them from learning to rely on God for themselves. Now, if we want to see the perfect example of healthy, mission-focused boundaries, we don't have to look any further than Jesus himself. He consistently chose his mission over the demands of the crowd. There's this amazing moment in Mark chapter 1. Jesus is basically a celebrity, healing people, massive crowds. But what does he do? He gets away to a quiet place to pray. And when his disciples finally track him down, they're like, everyone is looking for you, come on. But Jesus' answer is just stunning. He says no to the crowd so he can stay on mission. He says, let us go somewhere else. And this leads to one of the most freeing truths you will ever hear if you're a people pleaser. Ready? Just because there is a need in front of you, it does not automatically mean it is a call from God for you to meet it. Jesus himself modeled this for us. All right, now we have to get into what might be the hardest part of this whole conversation. It's this tough truth that real biblical love does not mean enabling destructive behavior. Just think about the story of the rich young ruler. The Bible says Jesus looked at him and loved him. It was a look of genuine compassion. But even in that love, he gave the man a very hard truth. And when the man hesitated, Jesus didn't back down. He didn't soften the message to make him stay. And then there's this line that should just take our breath away. Jesus let him walk away sad. He didn't chase him. He didn't negotiate. He respected the man's freedom to choose, even when it was the wrong choice. Sometimes love means letting go. Now, this same principle extends to the kind of access we give other people into our lives. It's not about being unloving, it's about being wise. You know, the Gospel of John says something fascinating. It says that even when the crowds were adoring him, Jesus would not entrust himself to them, for he knew all people. He understood human nature, and he practiced discernment. And that is the huge takeaway for us. We are called to love everyone, but we are absolutely not called to trust everyone with the same level of access to our hearts, our time, and our energy. Knowing the difference between love and trust, well, that's an act of profound wisdom. So let's just tear down this myth once and for all. Burnout is not a badge of holiness. It's not a sign that you're super spiritual. More often than not, it's a giant warning sign that we are missing wise, God-honoring boundaries in our lives. So as we finish up, I want to leave you with a really practical question. To be truly faithful to what God has actually called you to do, what is the one no you need to say this week so that you can give a much more wholehearted yes to him?